Another day goes by and another mobility joint to do. So this is from Mobility Joint Volume 3, and that's supposed to probably say Sinanju in Japanese. This collection came out in 2022, it seems. Sorry for the focus. I don't know, can't focus on it for some reason. These are the other robots here. Got a video on this one. There might be a video on that one before this video, not sure. I don't know if I'm going to buy that one. It's the same casting as that. Doesn't seem much different. But Sinanju's leading enemy robot, it seems. And you're going to have to get it. Kind of a miniature model kit. If you just tear the pieces off the molding trees, you're going to have some stress marks. So I would recommend that you use clippers to clip them out. Or you could use a hobby knife as well, it's just that you'll probably cut yourself. I wonder how I know that. Alright, so it's got these stickers, which are not good on anything that's not completely flat. This gum is alright. It tastes good. It tastes like soda or something, but it only lasts a few minutes. So I think this layout here, this is probably all one leg. So it might be easier if you just keep these piled up in their own pile, other than searching through a pile of everything. So let's try that out this time around. I gotta say, this red plastic doesn't look so bad. It's very opaque. It doesn't look like there's a lot of light getting through there and making it look cheap. Yeah, right. So these clippers aren't really sharp anymore, sadly. So you can see there's definitely some stress marks where I'm clipping there. And so one tool I really recommend is these cheap $1-ish glass nanofiles. You can do that. I took off a little too much. And then you can use nail buffing sticks. In particular, like this one. They come in longer ones, so it's a light green color and then just white. There's nothing actually here on this side. But I find for Gundams, it works very well. So that roughs it up, and then the white polishes it back to normal. And they're really cheap. You know, I buy them in packs of 50. 50. Ugh, sorry, cough. About to cough there. Okay, but actually, the reality is I'm gonna eventually just paint this later, so I'm not gonna spend too much time. Whoa, I almost clipped off the antenna there, so yeah. So these look like something in the torso of the thing. Look like hip armor. Here's the other leg. I think it might be symmetric because that hole looks like it's perfectly centered, so maybe it doesn't matter left and right, but we'll find out. These are the legs, and look like forearms. Little sleeves. Or maybe there's sleeves on the legs, I'm not sure. I've never built a model kit of the Sinanju. I did make a high-grade Sazabi once. It was pretty weak, I didn't like it. Actually, you're not even gonna see these things, so I guess I'll just tear it off. That actually might be on the gun, so I gotta clip that. There's the hands. And thrusters. Okay, let's try to figure this out. There's no instructions on this wave. There used to be inside the box, but I guess they stopped doing that on wave 3. So here's the torso already assembled. We got some nice little molded details there, but none of the raised gold. But it is a recessed / raised area. You could try to use a gold pen or a Sharpie. In fact, actually I do have a gold Sharpie here. Let's see if I mess this up. Yeah, I got a little too much in there. Well, it's not bad, I guess. Could have been better. These two things are so thin. I barely touch it. Okay, so yeah, gold Sharpie, but be careful, obviously, and you might want to go back on a second pass because it's trying to cover up black. Alright, keep that gold thing handy. Alright, let's see, we got this leg thing here, and let's work off these parts here. So this is the back of the leg, the open cup. And I guess we're going to have to sandwich it in here. This way, maybe? I'm just guessing here. I don't know. I don't know if this is correct. I really think I'm going to have to put this in there before I close it up. So yeah, instructions would be kind of helpful. Oh, maybe this is the front of the leg. I gotta look at the box here. Oh, I see a little thing sticking out there. So maybe that's the outside. No, this is, I see, maybe that's the back? It's really hard. I see. Maybe it's like this. I think this is the knee. Yeah, alright, so... Boy, okay, I get it now. You gotta put this front of the shin onto this gray inner frame, like so. Then you can sandwich it in these red things, like this. And alright, so that is this particular leg, and going into this particular foot. Alright. So this thing here. It seems to be, yes, must be this way. Doesn't want to go in though. Let's try the other side. Oh, let's see. I put this thing on backwards. Very tight. Okay, so now we know the pointy pit should be where the ball socket is. Yeah. Alright, that is that leg going into this foot. Backpack. Just they're hollowed out, these gas tanks. Alright, I see binders go there, verniers. The forearms. Okay, here's one. How are they symmetric? There's a peg hole there. I guess they're symmetric, so I guess it doesn't matter what side you put it on. This one I clipped off a little bit too poorly. Actually, I don't know if that belongs there. It's just a little nub there. I don't know. Let me look at the other one. See, that also has it. Maybe that's supposed to be there. I wouldn't sand those off, these little rectangles. Oh, that's what these must be for. Okay. Guess like this? Yeah, alright. But there's no gold on this. And there's no way a sticker's gonna work on this more than a day. It's just gonna peel out of these recesses. So again, Mr. Sharpie is gonna save the day. But I will say, this chest is black. And this gauntlet here is like a gunmetal color. Sure if I should be doing this edge, but I'm gonna. I'm already committed. So I'm gonna put that down and let that dry. Work on the other side. Thankfully, Sharpie dries very fast. Okay, well, so you saw, you know, I think a Sharpie is just a much better idea than the stickers, but obviously you're going to have to take your time. I kind of wish I actually took more time than this, but I think it turned out alright. And Sharpie, it's pretty durable. If as long as you don't play with this thing too much. Alright, so where would that forearm go? Now I debate, I guess that's stuck in there. Seems like it would be okay. I forgot to do this surface here. In fact, it looks like it's just black on the image, but whatever. I sharpied the other one, so I gotta make it match now. Okay, so now we pop a hand in. There we go. Another hand. Alright, I can use this. I could feel like a click kind of ridge or whatnot. It has to get in there. It didn't make a sound though, but well, this is cool, right? That little thruster thing will move out of the way. I'm basically trying to put it perpendicular. There, yeah, it snapped in. Then you can bring it down and out. Okay, coming together. So far the Sharpie hasn't worn off. I don't think it has. Alright, this is the back skirt, and these are side armor slash thruster details. So yeah, you're gonna have to use some markers to do those thrusters, but for the video we'll just continue on, or this is gonna be a very long video. Probably want to put this skirt on before the backpack though. I'm now realizing that, but I think I can get it. Guess I'll have to move the skirts out of the way. There we go. Going into the back. Or maybe this is backwards. It's hard to say. These are not symmetric. This hole is lower than the other side. So maybe it's like this. I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be this way. I assume they put it together correctly at Bandai, so I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Alright, yeah, it will go there. You gotta get the backpack off before you try to do that. Alright, so now I can, well, I'll leave those up for now. There should be a front crotch piece and a skirt or something. So this. No, this looks like a lower chest maybe? Or the head? I guess there is no. I guess this is just it, right here. These little hoses. Okay. No, there's supposed to be a skirt. I must be missing it. Where did it go? Am I crazy? Yeah, this piece. I gotta check the runners again. The things you miss when you're trying to do a video. It's crazy. I just totally missed this whole piece. Alright. So I'm gonna take this off. And do this again. Alright, so that goes in that groove. Alright, so these little side skirt things they seem to call, I don't know if there's not much movement. That's all I'm saying there, but it does kind of blend in pretty nice. Give them credit there. It looks kind of seamless, but still some articulation. So that's cool. Alright, I guess we could pop this leg on here. I would have to assume the wider part is the outside. And then you want to put it down through this back edge because the hole's bigger. Up here, you can't get the ball past that. There we go. That one has a nice clicking sound. Gotta try to push perpendicular to that peg. But the thing moves, so it's hard. Okay, there we go. The bottom of the feet are hollow. They gotta save money somewhere, I guess. But it doesn't really bother me. I'm okay with it. Alright, so I guess we'll get to the head. There's a mono eye. Oh, that's what this is. And it's just, there's nothing on it right now. I'm gonna sand this smooth before I put that sticker on. In the past I put jewel beads there. In fact, I probably should because I like this robot enough. Alright, I got fluorescent jewel bead. Let's see if I can get this on here. Crazy glue. Tweezers. Drop. And I think I did it successfully. It's actually centered kinda. Alright. Let's let that dry a second. So on AliExpress you can just buy a variety pack of jewel sizes, and they're pretty cheap. Maybe it's $1 a bag. So I just buy like 10 bucks of stuff or 20 bucks of stuff, and forevermore you can have these to put into thrusters, or obviously the eyes of your little model kits. Here. I see, yeah. Oh boy, nope. Crazy glue didn't set. There we go. So I don't think you're going to be able to rotate this very much. If you just had the sticker, I think you can rotate it with this thing here. But obviously I just extended it quite a bit, so just going to have it smack dab in the front and hopefully it'll fit. Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's colliding, but it looks like the front went on tight, so yeah, but I think it's colliding in the back, so I don't want to rotate that again. But if you get a fluorescent light, right, that looks awesome, right, just lights up, very neat. Okay, so the top of the head is here, that peg's on there, and then the antenna I almost cut in half. That looks like it slides in horizontally. I don't know, a little bit of an angle. Oh, but wait a sec. I'll cut it off here. That's so visible, I gotta polish this up a little bit. So that. A little bit better. I do debate if you should glue that. I guess it's in there. Alright, so I think that looks a lot better than that sticker. What do you think? It seems more visible. I mean, that's metallic green. I guess it's okay. Alright, so this is a rare one. This actually has a round, almost like a spherical recess. A lot of the other ones I think are just square. I could be mistaken. I get all my Micro Wars, this, and 30-minute missions mixed up sometimes. Or all the time. Who are we kidding? Okay, so these are the rear thruster details, and this must go in there somehow. I guess like this. Yeah, alright, so that's nice. Color separation. Oh boy, man, that is really ugly to look at. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could clean that up. Just took away too much, tore away plastic and caused that white stress mark. How about this side? Yeah. messes with that, and then polish it up. The white side. Yeah, good. Not too time consuming. Alright, so now we got a nicely detailed rifle, and this thing must pop in here, I imagine. Which way does it go? It's hard to tell. It looks like it flips forward. That snaps in, so yeah. Alright. I don't know, I've never noticed that. Well, then again, I've never built a realistic Sinanju kit, so it's nice. It's definitely a nice gun. I guess it's the same color as the hand. I'm having a hard time figuring out if those are the same color. Maybe they are. Just raw gunmetal. And so this thing is for the shield, and you have two different ball pegs, but the straight peg goes into the bottom of the arm. And I really like how that shoulder goes away like that. So you could have it on the back side of the forearm or to the side, which I think it would make more sense. I don't know why this... Well, I guess the expansion pack, you could probably put weapons in these two holes, but this main middle one I think is for the ball peg. And also, I'm pretty sure you can put a weapon here with the expansion pack because it's sticking out so much. But I didn't buy the expansion pack. Not sure if I'm ever gonna either. This will put on this side. Twist the arm. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. I just know this is going to fall out, but that's where that black sticker belongs. I'm going to have to, later on, be diligent and try to add all these black with markers, but chances are I'll probably have to just go back over it with the same gold over the ridges. Alright, I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, these are the cuff stickers, the center chest stickers. Oh, I guess there's more gold down here. It's supposed to be done. Oh boy, that I can do. So it's nice that they raised all these edges quite a bit. Look at the box, the sticker. I guess, yeah, alright. I guess you don't need to do those two lines there. Although I kind of feel like I will. Because they're raised. Just a sticker probably has no way of going around that. So I put a little too much gold there. Yeah, so if you take your time, more time than me, you'll probably be okay. Look at that, whole thing just comes off. So I think maybe some of the gold Sharpie fell off up here because I was assembling it. So if you're going to manhandle your toys, maybe you'd want to paint it and clear coat the whole thing. But I'm not going to bother right now. So it's kind of weird that there's only one peg, I think, holding this whole front onto the back. Alright, but anyways, it looks a lot better now without that gold, of course. But there's clearly a lot of color, you know, that I missed out on, like thrusters down here, also those kneecaps there. But that's just going to take too long right now, so I'm not going to do that. And yeah, a lot of black and stuff everywhere, especially on the shield. Alright, let's do a little articulation here, and then wrap this up. So the head, it definitely looks cool. I can't say there's much movement though, because it's like colliding right there. It's colliding with this gold thing. So you can rotate it, not even like it's such a small amount of rotation, it's crazy. Let me see, maybe it's just a ball. It has to wear in a little. So front and back is okay. Alright, see, look at this. This thing is problematic. You're gonna probably want to glue that down. Hold on. That crazy glued it in place, although it might still be wet. So it's nice there's a little gray painted under the chin. It's interesting. Like, I think that paint would have been better served somewhere more visible, but it is there. So the back movement of the head is quite good. It's just the front, you know, is colliding there. So it doesn't look down very much. But if you lift it back, then you can get side to side, like tilting. Alright. So the shoulders, there's a hinge inside the torso there, and so the shoulders can go up quite a lot and down a little. Look at that. So that's a crazy amount of shoulder action. But even with all that armor, right? So very good. Alright, and then yeah, this thing does pivot on that shoulder, this main thing, so that's nice. And then this little thruster thing inside of it, and it's nice that I didn't have to put that together. It was already built, so that's cool. And then we have the ball peg here for the forearm, so naturally you can twist that. Oh, but look at that, twisted it too much. Alright, you can bend a good amount, more than 90 degrees. Not sure if you can see with all that armor, but yeah, it bends more than 90, so that's great. And you can hide that forearm with these spiky things. So the hands, yeah, they mostly just rotate because they're generally flush against the forearm. And then obviously the gun you saw, okay. And you obviously saw the side flap things, so they can come out a little bit, so you can get the leg way out there. And the other side, let's see how much of a split it can do. Alright, nice jump shot. Okay. And then this skirt will move forward, so you can swing that leg forward up to there. Right, and then bend the leg back. The leg only wants to really bend like 80 degrees if I had to guess. It's definitely not 90 degrees. Yeah, it's colliding with this red right here. Yeah, oh well, there's no way around that. And then the foot, you know, you saw is a ball peg, so, but it's colliding with the armor quite a bit, so the foot doesn't really want to come forward much. It can go back down quite a bit, and then a little, yeah, a good amount of side-to-side rocker. So let's see if I can pose this guy with a wide stance. How wide can it go? That seems to be as wide as it'll go with the feet touching the ground, but they don't have to touch the ground, of course. You just gotta get the balance point though. As long as one is planted. Yeah, so that works. Alright, yeah, and then you saw the shield here on this little mount. Apparently it's already swung all the way around there. Okay, move that back. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even mean to do that, but that whole thing is behind the arm now, and it shifted the shield back so you can see more of the forearm gauntlet there. So that's pretty cool. And then these thrusters, verniers, or whatever they're called, they're on that ball peg, but again, overzealous movement, it'll pop out, but it won't break, so I guess that's better than breaking. And those thrusters do nothing. These tanks, I mean, do nothing. Alright, so that's a pretty good range of movement, though. You can go totally against the back. Or, yeah, or parallel. Almost parallel. No, cant them inwards. Alright. So naturally, some paint washes, paint markers. You want to add details to all the thrusters and stuff. That'll make it look a lot nicer for sure. What's kind of odd though is these thrusters, how they have this little bridge going in the middle of them. So that's a weird decision, I think. I think they'd just be open cones, but oh well. Like these are open cones here, but not those. And then you could put a 3mm peg stand, or just use some 3mm runner. Just cut it off, and you can peg it in there, so you can have them really action pose. Okay, running. Okay, so from this wave, we have the Unicorn, and I believe these two fought it out in Gundam Unicorn, but I haven't watched it myself. And this Rezel thing, I'm gonna assume it's from a Unicorn as well, but I could be mistaken. Maybe they're from the same animation. I haven't had time to paint this one at all, but the other, the Unicorn I painted already, because I like that suit a lot. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't want to stand. Let's get a lower view here. And this Rezel has the extra pack, so it's got extra wings and that cannon on the back and stuff. Of course, the normal one does not, but there's a video on these other two. Alright, well, that's my Wave 3 collection from Mobility Joint. And so the Sinanju's a nice one. I think it's a nice design as far as mobile suits go, so I like it. But this one, you're really going to have to put in a lot of time, I think, to make it look nice. Those stickers are not going to be good, so I'll have to do it another day. Alright, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next Mobility Joint video. Bye.